I give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I start like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my friend good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Cleveland Browns. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go! Let's go! Good. 180. Hey, alert 33. Watch Mike. Heavy on the edges.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
A gain of 13 yards. First down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Mayfield on first down. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Switch. Shift. Rip.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check the backer. Watch out. Bang. Let's go us. No, 66. Check. Crunch. Check.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. And he's going to take this down close to a... First down at the Browns' 41.
Makes it 3rd and
2. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Switch gears.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him 6 yards in the first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Alert! 58, boys, 58. 58, it's Mike. Coming to you. Slam. Check it. Shift, watch the shift. Gold 50.
First down, here's White. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Flushed out right, incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Sugar. Hey, high 7.
To throw again. Brady. Throw left side, complete to Harry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down.
Hey, Delta. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Watch the run. They're running.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground, because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense, because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Here's Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Mayfield. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And the Browns first down.
Set, 20. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that shot deep. Don't let him.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slash and run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, alert, 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 alert. 152. Hey, Charlie. 52's the mic. Hey, watch the slap, watch the slap. Watch the slap, watch the slap.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, exit.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Catanzaro's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the run. Check, go get him, go get him, go get him. Shadow. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, switch the mic. Hey, 66.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out.
Wait, that 29. Alpha. Come on. It's just me and you. It's just me. Hey, check it. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Tackle. Hey, orbit. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Let's go, D. Hey, go 66. 58.
From the gun, it's Brady. And able to find Dorsett. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
16 yards. That's good.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Wait, that. Wait, put it. Mike, 58, right there. Get that quarterback. And all come. Hey, hey.
They'll run on 1st down. It's White. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Joe Schobert on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
We need 3 win now. Smooth. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the head.
Shotgun now for Brady. And this will be incomplete. Denzel Ward, Pro Bowler as a rookie, there to bat that one away. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, well, Mike 40, Mike 40. You got nothing today. You got Alpha. Mike 40, check, he's coming. Alert. 40's Mike. Oh, get him. Hey, Haywood. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Mike 40, Mike. Go Bandit. It's on field. Hey, it's on field.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Go, go.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Double dog. That's the way. 58, boys, 58.
72.
Hey.
Buzz.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
From the gun, Brady. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Hey, alert 33. Check 15. Check 15.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Regular.
A give running right is Chubb. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
So 2 1st downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. But it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Regular. 72.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And they will run it with Michel. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a second and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Wait, set. 53. 40's a mark. Come on.
Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point good by Catanzaro, and the lead is now 10-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got.
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for New England. 44 yards.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Ozzy.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10.
Hey, team 6. Hey, Alabama.
Now a play fake. Brady. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
You don't know no better. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And it had his man. That's Edelman. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now Brady. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's now third down and 1.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
35-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, pick your game up. Run. Point it right. Hey, Delta.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check nine.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Let's take 180. Bound to lose one. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Watch out.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Let's go.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down, Cleveland.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to come from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Sugar! Hey, Charlie!
Check Mike 40. Exit, exit. Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch to Mike.
Here we go. Hey, check it.
Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check 99. Check 99.
Hey, exit. Regular.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that will be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Let's go, baby. Over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First down, Browns.
Set. 180. Me and you on deck. On deck. I'm coming at you.
First down, Mayfield to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Patriots' 42-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
He's checking. Crash.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Check 50.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Real.
Tight end's right. Hey, 4 down.
Watch that. Under 10.
They run. Chubb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Let's go.
First down, Cleveland.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Alert 33.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Set. 180.
Mike 58 right there.
Oh, you got deep? What? Regular.
Watch the edge.
Watch that.
Now Chubb. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
I know you feel that.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield over to Landry on the bubble screen. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Check. King. Check 3. Check 26.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
Let's go, boys.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive.
51. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go. Kill. Check 24. Alert. Check.
Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Chad Thomas bringing the power on the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Double up. He's coming, double up.
Another try after the first down sack. Brady, he's going to air it out for Dorsett. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Stop your whining.
To throw, Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's White. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Hey, ball 66.
Smooth.
Now Brady. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 39 yards there. A big one. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. Brady now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Wild Bill, Wild Bill. 58, boys, 58, 58.
Small bandit.
Defense.
Sugar.
Brady now on 1st down. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
58, the mic.
72.
You get
Hey, wahoo. Like we hit. Ball 50.
Now Brady again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Reload.
58, the mic, 58.
Bravo.
Let's go one more. 58, boys, 58, 58, the mic.
Second reload.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. N'Keal Harry, the rookie, his intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Tighten up. 61. Matchbox lights. Check it. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. Hey, D-Mic.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Edelman was the intended target.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Browns on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it. That's a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
So for the Browns, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for New England, the perfect season was apparently not meant to be as they drop to 7-1. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.